Hello everybody, Friday message, not the sunshine that I usually promise, but the snow. So first of all, thank you ever so much to everybody who's making a special effort to be in for work, make it through the snow, get home for family, maybe with schools closing at different times. I know it's a job, but nonetheless, thank you ever so much. It means a lot, and thank you particularly perhaps to our teams in the estates function who are helping with gritting and making everywhere safe. Now, carrying on that theme of thanks, I really want to highlight two particular things that have happened this week that are both in our learning and our education space within Ardash. You know how important that is to the organisation. Historically, a really strong tradition in a number of disciplines and professions, and that learning half day, that learning development, a really big part of the underpinning work to support our strategy. So we had Health Education England colleagues, NHS England colleagues, other outside bodies come and spend time with us this week to look at the way in which we undertake learning in our organisation, formal education. Big shout out both to our learners and to our mentors and supervisors. In the best part of 30 years in the NHS, I have never participated in such a glowing feedback exercise from external assessors about the work we do, about the plans we have, about the candour of our doctors' hours feedback system, our freedom to speak up feedback system as well. Lots to work on, lots of possibilities, lots of encouragement from regional education colleagues for Ardash to become a hub and a centre in partnership with others for some of the outstanding work that we're doing in a number of disciplines, perhaps particularly allied health professionals, psychological professionals, with real progress over the last year or 18 months in the eyes of those looking at us from the outside, who obviously are judging a number of organisations and systems. And this week, well, it was a little bit better when I was at Doncaster Knights Rugby Club for our Apprenticeship Week celebrations, apprenticeship awards. Look out for your name at the end of this film. There's a roll of honour, and so there should be. More than 24 folk were present to get a certificate, get our gratitude, the opportunity to hear from our apprenticeship graduates at all different levels of the organisation, people operating at Band 7, people just coming into the organisation. Now, here's the thing, Promise 9 on the screen now, absolute commitment to expand apprenticeships, clarity that we want apprenticeships to support a range of folk who sometimes have trouble entering the workplace, and an absolute commitment from your chief executive that apprenticeships are part of each profession, each discipline, including our admin hubs, perhaps particularly in the coming year, supporting people in admin roles through that extra educational input we get through apprenticeships. So I know that formal learning is only a part of the environment that we've got, but it's a really important part of our environment. So lots of positives this week in the learning space. Commitment here, as there was at both of those events for me, that as we go through next year and the year after, the amount of money that we spend and commit to training and education will grow. Got a paper at the Clinical Leadership Executive exploring how we reduce the amount of time that has to be devoted to mandatory training, because we want to expand the amount of time that can be spent on situational learning, formal education, the opportunity for teams to think, to develop, to coach and to mentor. So, I know I sometimes can be sunny side up, you get the joke with the weather, but honestly, what a fantastic tribute to what we're doing here at Ardash in the learning and education space. Thank you all, and like I say, look out for yourself and your friends on the roll call that follows if you've been in the apprenticeship process over the last 18 months. Cheers. See you next week when it will be sunny.